Hi, this is Jake at Canadian Cutting Edge, and today I've got a special review for our Canadian viewers. The rest of you will probably enjoy this as well, but it's because this Huntshield knife set, I can't flick with that hand because my finger's out of commission. This Huntshield set is on sale, 60% off, starting today for at least a week. And one of my viewers asked me to take a look at these knives when the last time they were at 60% off in mid-July or something like that. And so I bought the set when they were on sale, and that was right at the start of my vacation. Actually, I got my daughter to buy it for me and hold it until I got back from our vacation. I'm rambling now. Long story short, let's take a look at these knives and we will decide if it's a good buy when it's on sale or not. They've also got Gerbers on sale this week, those paraframes. I really don't like them, the Gerber paraframe. They feel good, they open nice, they look cool. Oh, dude, I get some major hot spots when I try to use them under any kind of heavy use. And they've got some buck knives on a 60% off sale this week as well. So you might want to check out your Canadian Tire flyer, but you want to check out this video first. So stick around while we move the camera to the tabletop position and we'll take a good look and see what we've got. Okay, I don't know why, but my phone, all of a sudden, it just stopped recording. I'm not sure exactly where that stopped, so hopefully I've got everything under control now. Are we recording right now? Yes, we are. Okay, I'm not sure exactly where we were when my phone just stopped recording, so hopefully I've got all this information that I'll come over again. I've got the weights and everything. How does this knife look? Well, we've got the nice little drop with, what's the name? This sort of drop point looks like the word won't come to me. I'll put it on the screen. You can see the style of the blade right there, what that looks like. The blade edge has a nice belly and then a flat area. Got a nice sharpener's choil. The thumb studs are a good size. You've got a nice flat area to grab onto the knife and sharpen it if you want to. Remember, this is Aus 8 steel, and they don't say what hardness they hardened it to. I'm going to try to find more information on the Huntshield website. Although there isn't much information there. Huntshield is just a brand for Canadian Tire. The only place you'll find these knives is at Canadian Tire. And then you've got the shape of the handle. I like this, the general shape. It feels really good in the hand. It's thick enough to have a good amount of substance. I like grips, handle grips that are chunky like this, because, you know, what do we have? We've got, well, I'll turn it this way. There we go. 0.65 inches. So about 5/8 of an inch, maybe a little bit more. In metric, we're looking at 16.5 millimeters roughly. That's a nice, thick, heavy knife. That's the small one. The big one is, 17, almost 18. The big one's almost 18 millimeters across. And in metric, it's 7.7 of an inch. So yeah, they're big, thick, and heavy, but the weight gets tiresome rather quickly. The weight is just so bad on these. I just can't get past it. The coating's not the best. The weight's not the best. You've got a nice lanyard hole there. You can fit any kind of paracord system you want in there, and it holds just fine. The locking on them is very early on this small one. Don't know why my lighting's so far off today. Maybe if I move my camera. Hang on, guys. I'm going to move it more like this. So there you can see the small one. Due to the black, it's kind of hard. Everything's painted black. It's hard to see. The lockup on the small one is way too early. It's so early that it's dangerous. I will just have to take it apart and take a tiny bit of the steel off this liner lock just so that it can engage properly. So that's a fail in terms of safety for this small one. But I like the clip. I like how the clip is, very deep carry. I don't like that you can't choose to put it anywhere else. It's just that one position. It's not a bad position, but I prefer tip up. Not by a long shot. Tip down is just as good for me. And there you go. The heavy one, exact same thing. You've got a tip down. The detent is nicer on this large one. And so it's a little bit easier to flip open, although it does take a fair bit of wrist action. It's partly because at least in my opinion, it's partly because both of the washers are the white nylon kind. There's no bronze. There's no bronze washers in there at all. And if I want to keep using these, I'll probably switch that out. Same thing as the small one. No other options for your clip, although the clip itself is fairly good. I don't really have a complaint about how the clip functions, just the positions for it. The cutting edge is pretty good. I don't find a problem with how well it cuts. It's, just like pretty much any other AUS 8 steel. And see, it cuts paper no problem at all, and it cuts paracord just fine. I had some right here a moment ago. What goes for the edge of one of them goes for the edge on the other one. They both cut just as well as each other. It's not like one of them cuts a whole lot better than the other. The grind is done fairly well on them. They're hollow grind, not terribly high up. It's about halfway up the blade. A little over a half of an inch, right around half an inch of grind from the edge itself until where it comes to the flat. That's about half an inch. And so here's paracord with 4 of them, no problem at all. And it does slicing job really well. Do I recommend it at $70? Not a chance. Like regular price, don't touch this. If you really like how they look and you don't mind the weight, then go ahead and buy them when they're 60% off, because what do we got? $14 a piece. $14 Canadian. That's pretty close to $10 a piece American. So those of you Americans that are watching, would you pay $10 for a knife like this? Well, maybe not. There's enough other $10 knives that aren't any worse, really. Maybe not much better, but they're not that heavy. So, because I'm doing this video right now because some of you might be tempted again, now that it's on sale again, to go out and buy these. I'm going to say, don't. It's a fail. They're just not good enough. But if you're wanting to get some knives, not all of Huntshield's are bad. There's some Huntshield knives that are quite good. I've got an early review of one. It's got black G10. It's actually a nice folder. I don't have any reviews out of their fixed blades, but some of their fixed blades, they look really good. Not only on paper, I've had them in my hands and stuff. I just haven't bought one because I haven't been at a store on a day that they've had a really good sale. But there you go. The Huntshield folding knife set, these 2 knives, walk away. Don't buy these. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Be informed. I wouldn't buy these again. And if any of you really likes these and you want them, it's going to cost an arm and a leg for me to ship them to you. So I don't even offer that because the weight is just so high. Go out and buy your own set if you really think you need to get this particular set. But as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing that's particularly extra attractive about these. You know, they're not particularly ugly, but they're certainly not, there's nothing on them that really makes me say, hey, I want to get that knife. It's just blasé. I've been rambling on long enough for this. You know what my opinion is. And but the buck knives that they have on sale, they also have other Huntshield knives on sale. I just don't know. They're not in the picture in the catalog. I'll try to get this into the frame. This is what we have in the flyer right now. Those Gerbers right there on the left side right here. Here's the knives that I just reviewed. But notice how it says from $50 to $70. So there's some other knives that they have that are also 60% off. And then there's these buck knives that are on sale at Canadian Tire. My local one has this bottom one. I think that's the Mini Iceman or something. I haven't seen these other ones at my local Canadian Tire. If they get them in for this sale, I might buy one of those and check it out, because at 60% off, it's usually worth the risk. There you go, guys. Remember, always cut towards your chum and not your thumb. Bye now.